Hi guys, welcome back, and today in this lecture we are going to learn about standard access list. So let's see how to configure the standard ACL access control list. And in our topologies I have taken three routers, router R1, R2 and R3, and each of them have been configured with the respective IP address that have been shown on the diagram on the topology above. And the loopback address, I believe I haven't configured, and let's configure the loopback address and check the reachability between all these three routers. And I have used OSPF as a routing protocol between all of them, and I'll just quickly show you the stuff. Let's go on router R1 and let's see the IP parameters that I have configured. So IP interface brief 12.1 and 30.1 on 0/0 and 2/0. Similarly, router R2 brief, the IP address has been configured, and in router R3, so IP interface brief, right. And let's see the routing protocol. I have used OSPF1 on those interface, and router R1 as well. So IP protocol, router OSPF neighbor. Let's see the neighborship. Okay, the neighborship has been formed. So let's Let's quickly configure the loopback address on all of these routers as shown in the topology. 50 0, and yeah, make sure we have to use the specific wildcard bit for the ACL. The lab is all about configuring the standard ACL. We cannot use extended ACL for this lab, and we have to use the specific bit while configuring the ACL, like mentioned on the diagram, like 25, 26, 27. These are all the subnets that the IP address belongs to. 255.128.128/25 IP address 255.192, interface loopback 3, IP address dot 27 means 3 octet 192 to 24. Sorry. Let's go to R2 and configure the same. Configure terminal, interface loopback 0, IP address 2.2.2.255.23 means 254.2.0. Interface loopback 1, IP address 22.22.22.255.30. It means it should be 252. I believe you guys knows the subnetting, right? And if you don't know how to play with the subnets, then just let me know. I'll post some videos regarding the subnet mask tutorials, how to play with the subnet mask, wildcard mask, and all the stuff. And I'm making sure in this video you know how to configure the fundamentals of subnetting. loopback 1 IP address 222 255.22. It should be 252 23.254.252.0 23.24. Yeah, that should be fine. And let's go on R3 and configure the same, and let's see what subnet mask. Let's suppose 24 25. Config terminal interface loopback 0 IP address, and these IP address are I'll tell you IP. Let's configure the IP address first. 3.255.255.0 IP address 3.255.255.0 loopback 1 IP address 3.255.255.128. That's it. So brief. So the IP, this loopback address has been configured, and let's quickly configure the ACL. So our task is, in this lab we have to configure the ACL, access control list, and I have some tasks that we can configure in this lab. Okay, let's see. Make sure you use the most specific wildcard for all your access list. As I have said before, we'll be using the most specific wildcard for our access list, and we'll be using only standard access list in this lab. Configure your network. So traffic from router R1 loopback 0 interface can't reach any network on R2. Okay, so we have to, so our primary goal is to configure the ACL in which the traffic from this loopback interface of R1 will not be able to reach on the R2. Alright, so let's quickly configure. And I believe before that we have to advertise this loopback address on our OSPF as well, because I haven't done that. So IP interface brief, so IP OSPF, right, only the loop the physical interface have been advertised on the OSPF but not the loopback address. Okay, so let's quickly configure interface loopback 0 IP interface loopback 0. The one way that I'm going to show you how to advertise you can advertise your interfaces on the OSPF in this way as well. I believe you know this. If you don't, then it will be a learning point for you. Interface loopback 0 IP OSPF 1 area 0. So this is also the one way to configure your interfaces to the OSPF. And let's see, either I am getting this as a neighbor, so IP OSPF neighbor, so IP OSPF route 1.1.1.1, and it's up and right is showing. So maybe okay, let's go. So IP route no, right, so it has done some mistake. Just let me check it quickly. So run. Let's see, interface loopback 0. Go on router R1, interface loopback 0, IP OSPF1 area 0. So this is the command. So IP OSPF3. Okay, now it's showing. I don't know before what I have done on that previous command, but now yeah, the OSP of loopback 0 has been advertised. The interface loopback 0 has been advertised in OSPF, and for now I am not going to advertise loopback 1 and loopback 2 in our OSPF, as I have some sort of task that I have to show you. So that's why let's go on router R2 and let's quickly configure all those interfaces on the OSPF. Interface loopback 0, IP OSPF 1 area 0, sorry, area 0, interface loopback 1, IP OSPF 1 area 0, interface loopback 2, IP OSPF 1 area 0. So I interface brief, how much of loopback, okay, 222, and I haven't configured this is address 222222 on the loopback 2. Let's interface loopback 2 IP address 255.255.2 interface brief, so IP OSPF interface brief, so IP OSPF interface brief. So all these interfaces have been, so all these interfaces are the part of OSPF right now. Let's go on R3 and the same interface. So interface brief. Loopback 0 and loopback 2. I have on the fast Ethernet 0/0 the interface have been assigned on the OSPF but not 2/0. So interface 2/0 IP OSPF, and I'll show you the next way how to configure it. That the normal way we always do. Router OSPF 1, sorry, no, router OSPF 2, router OSPF 1, network 192.168.23.0.255 area 0. So this is the traditional way that we used to configure. We are configuring right, not used to. We are still configuring using this command. And so IP perfect. Now let's ping. Either I can ping my router 1 loopback address, router 2 loopback address. Now it's reachable. OSPF enable. Right. So the right now the physical address have been assigned as an never ID, but if I will restart the OSPF process, then those loopback address will be the never address, because that is the highest IP address on the loopback interface. And there's a rule in OSPF that the loopback interface will be chosen as the router ID. And okay, so the IP address have been configured, the connectivity is perfectly fine, and all those loopback have been assigned to the OSPF, right? And the next task is to configure our router R2 so that it won't be allowing the packet coming from router R1's loopback address to its interface. So let's quickly configure access list in the router R2. So let's go on router R2, config the access list. Suppose access list 1, give the number, and you can use the question mark as well for the help. And router access list 1 standard access list 1, you can go like this as well, IP access list 1, IP access list standard, give a number, deny from router R1's loopback address, right? Deny 1.1.1.0 and the wildcard bit. So be more precise for the wildcard, as this lab is all about the access list, and there is a task as well to configure the to use the most specific bit in the access list, access control list. So it's gonna be 00.25. so 25, this means 128. I do have I'm really weak in maths actually. So it's 25, 128. So 255 minus 128. I have to do it. Really sorry for this. 255 minus 128. So it's gonna be 127. Perfect. So 127. And deny from this host, and we are using the most specific wildcard bit as the subnet is 25. So deny and permit any permit any, right? So this is the access list. We have configured the access list, standard access list, and let's see. First I'll just show you either we are able to ping, or yeah, we are able to ping, right? Ping 2.2.2 from our router R2. Okay, now we are going to router R2 and applying that access list on our interface, config the interface f0/0, and next here we have to use we have to apply this access list on both the interfaces of the router R2. If we are applying on this interface, the packet will flow from router R1 to R3 and R3 back to R2. IP access group 1, that was the, what was the number of my access list? I don't know. So run section access. Okay, the number is 1 only. So let's go interface f/0/0 IP access group 1 in interface f/2/0 IP access group 1. Okay, now let's see either we are able to ping the loopback address of router R2 or not. I am able to, but how? Okay. I am able to ping, as my source address is right now the physical interface address, and the goal is to we do have defined the access list, right, to deny the traffic coming from this address, that is router R1's loopback 0 interface. So while pinging, we have to type the command source loopback 0, and now the traffic will be blocked. See, the success rate is 0% as the ACL has been applied and we are not able to ping. Why am I not able to ping this traffic? So I put out 22 has been advertised. 22, so I put interface brief. 22, so I POSP of interface brief. 22, loop back to 1012. Okay, loop back to, loop back to, loop back to. In loop back to, I have used the process ID 2, so that's why it is not being pinging. So configure. So these are the silly mistakes that happens. Router OSPF2. No, we are not using router OSPF2 right now. No, router OSPF2. Interface loop back to IP OSPF1 area 0. Okay, now let's go to R1 and show the routing table. So IP route, I am getting repeat 100. So IP interface loop back 0 is fine, loop back 1, loop back 2. Router OSPF2, okay, configure interface loop back to no IP OSPF2 area 0, IP OSPF1 area 0. So IP OSPF. Now I believe I am getting the reply. Perfect, right? I'm getting the reply because I'm now again I'm pinging from that my the source address would be my physical interface address, right? I'm not using my loopback address for pinging this loopback address that have been defined on router R2. If I use as source address of loopback 1, then it won't be, the ping will be dropped. Okay, so I believe we have got the trick the using that standard ACL. Let's quickly go and see what else is our lab for. Extend the access list you just created to include router R1 loopback and loopback to interface. Okay, so yeah, I haven't included L1 that this loopback 1 and loopback 2 in my OSPF process. I haven't advertised these interfaces because I just want to show you how to. This is the task, this is the goal, how you can achieve this. Okay, so access control list R1. Okay, it is configured on router R2. So access list. Okay, now see, this is the access list that we had configured before. Now if I will advertise my loopback what is your configure your network, what is your configure network. Okay, let's ping to using source loopback 1. Okay, it won't be, the reply won't come because this loopback 1 and loopback 2 interfaces are not being advertised in the OSPF, so router don't know where the traffic is coming from, so it doesn't know about 11.11.11.11. Okay, so I'm just quickly configuring interface loopback 1 IP OSPF1 area 0 and loopback 2 IP OSPF1 area 0. loopback 3 I do have interface. Okay, 150 interface loopback 3 IP OSP of 1 area 0 2 from source loopback 3. The ping is successful. Let's extend our access list. You just create to include router R1 loopback 1 and loopback 2 interface. In my case, loopback 2 is not there. I have configured loopback 3, and so the concept is clear and it's perfectly fine, so no worries. So go router R2, and how we can achieve this standard IP access list. Okay, I'll show you one thing. If you are thinking that okay, we can just use this ACL IP access list 1 standard 1, and if you are thinking you will use the command deny 11.11.11.11 and what will be just 26, what will be the mask 0.24.26, and again using calc for this. 26 means 192 255 minus 192. I'm really sorry, I'm just weak in math. It's 63 and 63 30 31 32 0.63. If you are thinking this and using this command the traffic will be blocked, it is wrong. I'll go on router R1, and the access list have been already applied, and let's see either we are able to achieve this or not. Ping 2.2.2 using source loopback 1. Look, the reply is coming. Why? Because if you will see the access list, look, first whenever the packet will come on that interface, the router says okay, the router checks the first sequence, and it, that has been defined, and this will be written out, right? And then it will go next, the sequence number 20, and when this statement comes, the router says that it is saying permit any, and when the router sees if there is a permit command, then it won't be going down to see what has been defined. Okay, so make sure when there is a denied traffic, that should be always configured before permit statement. Only then the traffic will be inspected. If this permit statement comes before your any deny ACL, any deny traffic you want to configure, then it won't be checked. Okay, so make sure on that. So how to achieve this? Let's configure T. One way to achieve is just delete this access list and configure a new one. Okay, otherwise IP access list standard 1, and there is a trick to achieve this. You can just insert a number between that 10 and 20, because that is the sequence that will by default will be incremented as you are defining the SCLs. Okay, you are using so you can use sequence number to insert in between, or you can just negate to delete some sort of command that you have configured. And I'll just go and I'll do one thing. I'll just use 5 d9 11.11.11.0 and I will use one more thing, that no d9. Okay, one more thing, that what was the sequence number? It's 30. So access list 30, right? Sequence number is 5 d9 11.11.11.000.63. Why it isn't reflecting over there? So access list. No. Okay. I'm really sorry, I'm using 5, but the default sequence would be starting from 10. So I think that is the mistake I'm doing. I'll use just 15 instead of 5. IP access list, sorry, IP standard 1, sequence number will be 15 d9 11.11.0.63, right? Okay, it is a challenge. What is not happening? I'll check from my backend, but yeah, I'll go with that. The default one. I'm just deleting this access list. No IP access list 1 standard 1 IP access list standard 1 d9 0 dot, what was that, 127 again d9 11.11.0.0.63 and permit if you want, yeah. Again d9 1 and /27 /27 and 32 5 2 4 8 32. So where this address belongs to, this it will belong on the network. What is happening? Okay, let's see, the network is down. I don't know why. Okay, I haven't used that permit command, so that's why I believe. Let's quickly configure this. This will fall under network 2530 232 64 64 96 9600. Okay, 96. So it would be d9 111.111.96.000 dot. It would be 27, right? Okay, 27 33 24 to 24 2 5 minus 24 31 and permit any. And I hope after this command my neighbors will be formed again. So IP, yeah, perfect. And see either we have achieved that goal or not. Go on router R1 and try to ping 2.2.2 first. It will ping 2.2.2 from source loop back 1 0. It is been denied, and we had configured one more thing, ping 2.2.2 from source loop back 1. From source loop back 3. Okay, the source loop back 3 has been denied. Perfect. But why that 11 network is not being denied? So I think it has brief 11.11.11.11. Why it has not been denied? So access list 11.11.11.11. It has been denied. 26 to 26 to the 64. On router R1 and ping. Should be blocked. Loopback 1 interface. Okay, I'm really sorry. The address that I have configured on the loopback address is wrong. Okay, it's 111 over here, and the access list that I have denied, and the address that I have configured on the access list is 11111111. So that's the reason I believe that this traffic is being permitted, and it is going to router R2 loopback interface, right? And so loopback 1. So look, so that's why it is being passed. And I'm just going to quickly change this IP address. Config T interface loopback 1. It should be IP address 11.11.11.11. 255.255.255. 192. Okay, so I interface brief. Now it is perfect. Now let's ping and 2.2.2 from source loop back 1. And now see, it has been blocked. So this is the thing that you can do, and this is the way how you can configure the access control list, standard access control list on your routers. Okay, and there is one more thing, there is one more lab that configure your network, so the traffic from router R2 loopback interface, from R2 loopback 0 interface and loopback 1 interface are unable to reach any network on router R3. On any network on router R3. So this is same as we had configured on in between router R1 and R2. So this is your task, this is your goal. Just try the same thing and that we had done right now. Just configure, make the access list on router R3 to block the traffic from router R2 loopback interface to enter into router R3's physical interfaces. So I believe you will easily achieve this task, and if there is any sort of issue or any sort of doubt regarding this lab, just let me know and kindly post on the comment, and I'll just figure it out and I'll just help you out for that. And so thank you so much for watching, and I hope this lab is informative for you, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, good night.